Hello everyone, and in this video I will be attempting to beat every boss in Castle Crashers while dead. Now you might be wondering, "Okay Meister, how are you gonna beat every boss in Castle Crashers while dead?" Well, I'll be able to do this because of the Walking Dead glitch. Now one way to do the Walking Dead glitch is to jump into attack and then get hit by an attack that will kill you, thus causing the Walking Dead glitch. But another way to do the Walking Dead glitch is to get hit by an enemy's ground melee attack, and then while you're still flinching from that attack, hold up your shield and get hit by another enemy's ground melee attack, and thus you will have done the Walking Dead glitch once again. Now, once you have performed the Walking Dead glitch, don't go around thinking you are invincible, because there are still certain death triggers that will cause you to die and return to the world map. These death triggers include landing on the ground after being in the air, going into an idle position, using any sort of attack unless it's Bear or Saracen's Tornado, or getting hit by any sort of enemy attack. Now gameplay is going to be a little bit different when using the Walking Dead glitch. One, because of the death triggers, but another reason is because enemies will not use melee attacks or shoot bombs or arrows at you while using the Walking Dead glitch, but they will still use magic attacks. Now if you want to revive yourself while doing the Walking Dead glitch, you may have noticed that potions are undrinkable. You also will not get any XP from attacking enemies while doing the Walking Dead glitch, so you'll not be able to revive yourself from leveling up. And Trolley will not use his heal ability while you are doing the Walking Dead glitch, therefore he will not be able to revive you either. So, if you do want to get revived while doing the Walking Dead glitch, you can get revived by the King's Magic, you can get revived by eating a piece of food that's lying on the ground, or you can get revived by entering a new level or sub-level. So now that we have all that out of the way, we are on to our first boss, the Battle Ram. So the method to do the Walking Dead glitch for this boss fight is the hit stun method. So the way this method works is that the more enemies you have attacking you, the easier it is to do the glitch. So since the Battle Ram only spawns 2 barbarians at a time, I was going to do the glitch the wave before, and then walk into the boss fight while dead. But since there is a cutscene before the boss fight, you'll end up dying. So this meant I was going to have to do the Walking Dead glitch during the boss fight, but since there's only 2 barbarians and I have to constantly dodge the Battle Ram's bombs, this made this very tedious. But after multiple attempts, I was finally able to do the glitch, and for the boss himself, it was pretty simple as I just used my tornado attack, which killed him very fast because he's only the first boss in the game. And from there, I revived myself by eating a piece of fruit from cut grass, and then I could beat the level normally. And now we are on the Barbarian boss, which he was pretty easy because all we had to do was jump into attack and let him punch me and kill me, and then I would use aerial attacks until he died. And then all I had to do was eat a piece of fruit that a Barbarian dropped and then kiss the princess with Arby's curly fries. And after getting some fast food, we made it to the Troll Mother, which we would be using the hit stun method, which can be quite annoying sometimes, but since there are so many trolls, it made this very easy to do. And after we had performed the Walking Dead glitch, we just tracked down the Troll Mother and used our tornado on her. And with little effort, the Troll Mother died, and we moved on to the Catfish boss. Now the Catfish is a little bit different because you have to fight it in the river, but since gameplay is different while in the river, there's no way to do tech, and none of the Catfish's attacks or any of the attacks from enemies in the previous level make you flinch, so there's really no way to do the Walking Dead glitch. So this meant we were gonna have to resort to a different method, so I grabbed my fencer and went to the Catfish battle. So after getting my health low and the Catfish's boss low, I casted Splash Magic and let the Catfish punch me, causing him to die and me to die, thus technically killing the Catfish boss while dead. And now we had made it to the bear boss, and for him I was going to use the hit stun method, but the rate at which the enemy bears were using their magic was extremely obnoxious and it was ruining the vibes. So I decided to jump into attack and let the bear kill me with his tornado attack, and then I would juggle him until he died. And after beating the bear boss, we move on to Pipistrello, which he was fairly simple as all we had to do was jump into attack, let him kill us, and then beat the crap out of him. Like literally beat the crap out of him. Anyways, moving on. Now we make it to the Conehead Groom. Now the method that we'll be using for the Conehead Groom is the hit stun method. Now you might be wondering, how are you going to do the hit stun method? There's only one enemy, not two. Well, the thing is, you don't need two enemies, you just need two attacks that happen very fast. Now the Conehead Groom has two attacks that he can do this with, his spinning attack and his twirling attack. But the concept still stays the same, just get hit by the first attack and block the second one. Now I was able to perform the glitch with his twirling attack, and after I had killed myself, I just used my tornado to kill him. And now we have made it to the giant troll, and again we will be using the hit stun method on the first wave of enemies, then we will use our tornado to beat the rest of the waves. Once we make it to the giant troll, we will juggle him, and then sadly we will die during the cutscene, but that's okay because we are now on Cyclops. And for him, we will be doing the same thing we did on the Barbarian boss and Pipistrello, jump into tech, let him kill us, and then kill him. Unfortunately, we will die after the cutscene and we won't be able to kiss Tiana, but that's okay, because she's into frogs, not bears. And that brings us to the first boss of Lava World, the Volcano. And as many of you already may know, the Volcano can only be damaged by sandwiches. The problem is that while beefy, you're a constant death trigger, so no matter what you do, you're just gonna fall over dead. That is, until I saw a Reckless video where he had a strategy where he'd throw a bomb, eat a sandwich, the bomb would hit the Volcano and damage him. So with this strategy in mind, I did the hit stun strategy to kill myself, then used the little wrecker strategy and killed the Volcano while dead. And that brings us to the second boss of Lava World, Dragon and Sock Puppet. The only thing is, there's a cutscene before the fight, so you can't kill yourself beforehand. There's only one enemy that makes you flinch, so doing the flinching strategy won't work. And none of the attacks damage you while you're in tech, so doing the Walking Dead glitch seems totally helpless. That is, until I came up with an ingenious strategy. I would get hit by the dragon's fire breath, jump into tech, and then die from the damage over time. The only problem is that damage over time only does 1 damage, so this meant that after I got hit by the dragon's fire breath, I was going to have exactly 1 health left. But after doing a little bit of math, I figured out that I only needed to get hit by a fire demon 3 times, get hit by the dragon's fire breath twice, and stand in this fire for 32 cycles. So after weakening myself, I got hit by the dragon's fire breath, jumped into tech, and took damage from the damage over time. And to my surprise, I died. It turns out, there's just some things that tech isn't immune to. And although everything seemed helpless, I wasn't giving up so easily. First I weakened myself and the dragon head to a 1-tap. Then I positioned myself on the right of the map, and right before the sock puppet threw a boulder, I threw projectile magic. The boulder killed me, and my projectile killed the boss, thus killing the dragon head and sock puppet while dead. And now we have made it to the industrial machine. And for this, I would weaken myself, jump into tech, get the hand to kill me, and then use basic spell weaving to destroy all the pillars, the gun, and the hands. And now we have beaten the industrial machine. And now we wind up in the desert, fighting UFOs. And the strategy we'll be doing here to do the Walking Dead glitch will be the hit stun strategy. Remember earlier when I said that the more enemies there are, the easier it is to do this strategy? Well here, that's not the case, because aliens love to use their guns, so that means the more enemies, the more bullets that you could get hit by. But after a while, I was able to do the Walking Dead glitch, and then I just used aerial combat on the UFO until it died. And for the second UFO, we'll do the same exact thing. Use the hit stun strategy, and then use aerial combat until the UFO dies. And now we arrive at the corn boss, and he is very simple, as all we had to do was jump into tech, let him kill us, and then we would just use a light heavy combo to stay in the air, and eventually the corn boss died. Then I just ate a piece of popcorn lying on the ground to revive myself, grab the horn, and make it to the Medusa boss. So my plan here was to jump into tech and get hit by her punching snake attack. But it turns out she won't use this attack if you're in the air. And since there are no enemies that make you flinch, and there is a cutscene before the boss fight, there's no way to do the Walking Dead glitch. So this meant I was gonna have to get creative. I got hit by her poison attack, jumped into tech, and then let the poison damage over time kill me. But just like Lava World, the results were death. So after 2 strategies had failed me, I went and grabbed my Fencer, because the Fencer never fails. I then got her health low and my health low. I casted Splash Magic and let her punch me. The punch killed me and my Buzzsaws killed her, thus killing Medusa well dead. And now we come across the Ice King, and what we'll be doing here is just using a levitation combo and then getting hit by one of the Ice King's attacks, because as long as you're in the air, the attacks will damage you, but they will not give you knockback, making this one of the easiest ways to do the Walking Dead glitch. And now all we needed to do was basic spell weaving until the Ice King died, but once he gets to about half health, he'll start summoning icicles. Now these icicles can be dodged if you are high enough above them, but I started levitating too close to the ground. I got hit by an icicle and I died. So I attempted the Ice King again, and this time I got him to half health, used the icicles to jump into tech, got killed by some of his attacks, and then I used basic spell weaving to kill him. I then used my bombs to open the chest, free the princess, and then, well, not kiss her, because it turns out, even if the princess is freed, you will not be able to kiss her if you have 0 HP. So, sorry Elsa, I guess you're just gonna have to let it go. Anyways, we make it onto the painter, and what we'll be doing here is we'll jump into tech and then get killed by one of his paintings. Once we have died, we'll then just use aerial attacks until the painter dies. And once he is defeated, he'll spit out some food, we can eat it and revive ourselves, and then make it to the Cyclops battle. What we'll be doing here is almost exactly the same as what we did the first time we fought him. We'll jump into attack, let him kill us, and then we'll kill him. And that brings us to the Necromancer battle, and what we'll be doing here is we'll beat the first wave of enemies, we'll beat up enemies in the second wave until there's just a few left, we'll perform the Walking Dead glitch using the hit stun strategy, and then we'll use basic spell weaving until the Necromancer dies. And now we've made it to the final boss, and what we'll be doing here is we'll jump into tech, get killed by a crystal's attack, and then use aerial attacks on the crystals until they all break. And for the wizard's bubble form, we'll wait till his bubble turns blue and then use bombs. For his puffy ball form, we'll use bombs. For his spider form, we'll use bombs. For his second puffy form, we'll use bombs. And for his final form, we'll use bombs again. And there you have it, we beat every boss in Castle Crashers Remastered well dead. Thank you so much for watching, and figuratively speaking, see ya next time.